It's pantry day. So, of course, I'm here sitting in front of my pantry and it needs some work. I recently did a pantry challenge where I did a full 2 weeks of dinners and tried to use up a lot of stuff for breakfasts and lunches and have been using up stuff ever since then. Now it definitely needs some just organizing back to what it was before. We have these white bins that work really, really well for our deep shelves so that I can just pull it out really easily and get the stuff that I need to. It is really, really nice. At the very end, I'll show you like each of the categories of the bins that we have. As I organize, I'm gonna take an inventory of the food that I have and specifically the food storage that I've got and see what I need to get back up to a good stock for my family. So I'm gonna share really quickly what I like to store for an emergency food storage for about 4 weeks of meals for my family of 5. And this is all stuff that we eat on a regular basis so that I am able to cycle through it. And this is definitely not like different meals every single night. It's pretty much like the same meals every single day. It's definitely an emergency type of situation to where what would we need to survive for 4 weeks. With that being said, I encourage you, if you want to do something like this, to add or remove items from this list that you do not eat or you do eat on a regular basis so that you can store those things and then be able to cycle through them really easily. It's really hard when you store food items that you do not eat and they end up going bad, or then whenever they're getting close to their expiration, then you have to like force your family to eat them, and that's no fun. So I'll be working my way up to storing all of this food. I store some of it in the bottom and then some down in my basement. We also store frozen meats and vegetables that we could also use up as well. I will put this sample emergency meal plan as well as the number of items and list down in the description box if you're interested in that. And I'll also do timestamps if you're interested in different portions of this video. So here is the very, very simple meal plan for 4 weeks. So for breakfast, I'll have options of either oatmeal, grits, or Pop-Tarts. And then for lunch, we would do 2 cans of fruit, some sort of nut butter. My son and possibly my daughter is allergic to peanuts, so I will store a different type of nut butter for them. Also, they can both eat Nutella, so we like Nutella in our household. Crackers with that, and then Slim Jim for some of the days. Snacks I'll keep on hand would be like nuts, nutrigrain bars, chocolate raisins. My kids like chocolate raisins, regular raisins, craisins, and some candy because it's fun to have a little treat. And if we were ever in a situation like that, it would be nice to have a little treat every once in a while. And then for dinner, 2 cups of rice. We really, really like rice, and you only need water for that. Canned meats. So I store 3 different kinds. So canned tuna, canned chicken, and my husband really likes canned sardines. And then 2 cans of vegetables. As we progress through life, I'm sure this list will change. And then we do also store water. Water I do not store for a whole 4 weeks. I don't have the space for that, and I don't know. I would hope our water isn't out for that long. But anyways, so I am going to store, which I have, I think most of this, 15 gallons of water, 1 gallon per person for 3 days. Other items that we also like to store just on a normal basis. And then again, we'll open up those packs and then get other packs. Are toilet paper, paper towels, laundry detergent, hand soap refills, diapers. If you have kids in diapers, I make my own wipes, so I like to keep ingredients for wipes on hand. Any feminine hygiene products, toothpaste, soap, and shampoo. So now let's get into the organization. So here is the before. We have a shelf all the way on the top there that I kind of store some extra, what do you call those? I don't know. Food things. We have some big cutting boards and my big cupcake tin, our food saver, and then a few like boxed breakfast stuff, as well as our Instant Pot back there. And then this is what we keep the rice in that we have up here. We have 3 bins here and then some on the side. Oh, this is the what kind we have. And it's what fits our shelves really, really well. And then we have this shelf. This one, which is more of like kids stuff. That's baking stuff. This one, and I'll go through at the end what all the stuff is. And then food storage stuff on the bottom. We've got this shelf over here. And then some big pans hanging up there. And then this shelf all the way here. And then hanging on the back of the door is my aprons, and then I have this little bag that saves grocery bags. Okay, it is all done. Looks so much better. Oh, look at that ground. I can see the ground. So I'm going to quickly go through what I have in every single bin, just kind of like an overview. So remember at the top I've got just some extra stuff, bigger cutting boards and things. Food saver, Instant Pot, our rice and breakfast stuff. Then here on this shelf, this bin has like snacks for my husband and I. This has all like breakfast stuff and nut butters and things. This is our
chip box. So we keep our chip clips just on here that we're not using. So there's that. And then a few extra things tucked up in there. On the second shelf, I have some baking stuff. This is our bread bin. This is dinner, so like a bunch of different spices, breadcrumbs, that kind of stuff that goes with dinner. This is ingredients for dinner, so specific things that I buy for ingredients. On this shelf, this just has some mac and cheese that we were given that needs to be used up. This is kids snacks, and this is like crackers. That's more baking stuff. Then down here we have some like reusable things. My potato bag. This is all of our like aluminum foil, wax paper, Ziploc bags, that kind of stuff. This is paper products that we use for when we have a few parties a year. Those are my freezer tins, freezer paper. And then down on the very bottom, we have some extra ramen noodles. These are this is kind of my food storage stuff that is upstairs, and then I have more downstairs. So this was filled up with cans. We've been using them up to cycle through, so I need to get more of that. This has some stuff, that has some stuff. And then over there in the back, I have distilled water that I use for my wipes. And then that's ramen noodles that we need to use up. Some garlic. Oh, and then over here, we have just some more cooking supplies, baking, and then all of our oils that we use on a regular basis. And then we have some stuff that needs to be used up. Some baking powder. This is our canned chicken that we're going to be using and cycling through. Some rice packs that my husband likes. And just some more canned things that needs to be used up. So the things that we're going to be using, like now, I put on this shelf, and then the things that store go down there. And then, of course, we have our garbage bags and broom, and then I have a fly swatter somewhere. Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you got some motivation to tackle your pantry. I went through, did an inventory, cleaned out all of the bins, swept everywhere, so it's all nice and clean and tidy, and just kind of like put things back where they go, because that needs to happen every once in a while. So thank y'all again for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.